So the official release date for Attack on Titan chapter 132 is September 9th, and since I have no friends to talk about it with, I shall post my predictions upon the internet. We left off in chapter 131 with the Aruani talk about how the outside world is much different than what they originally thought. It's not the same image that they had placed on a pedestal their entire lives. We see the incredible difference between Armin and Eren's way of thinking because where learning about the world set Eren onto a path of destruction, Armin still has hope. He believes that the world that they dreamed about still exists and wants Eren to know this as well. They will talk again, but I don't think it'll happen this chapter unless Eren pulls him and Mikasa into paths again. I do believe that this chapter will pick back up with the alliance on the boat, maybe with someone interrupting the Aruani conversation. I would also love to see more dialogue between these characters here, particularly Levi and Hanji. I believe Isayama has kept them alive for a reason. And we also have this Hanji memory shard that we still haven't seen yet. It either looks like Hanji is crying or is soaking wet. At first I thought it could have been when they went to see Eren in his jail cell, but Hanji's wearing different clothes and isn't wearing their glasses. Some people think that this is when Hanji initially found injured Levi, but Hanji was wearing their glasses during this scene. This would also mean that Eren would have had to been around, perhaps in bird form, and if you would like to talk a little bit more about this bird theory, I do go more in depth with it in my previous video, which I will link in the description. Like I did say in my previous predictions video, I do believe that one of our main characters is going to die on the boat or the plane, and I think it's Flock who's gonna kill them. Although Gabby did shoot him, we didn't actually see him die. He fell into the water where he could have easily swam onto the boat or the plane without being noticed. I can see him killing Jean, Connie, or Gabby because in a way all of their arcs could be considered completed. Although I do believe that there's still a lot that could be done with each of these characters. Levi's arc, however, will not be completed until there's some kind of resolution with Zeke. Speaking of Zeke, we haven't seen him in the manga since chapter 122, and we also know that he wasn't controlling the Titans that he transformed after Eren released the rumbling. He could be dead, but I doubt it because after all, Grisha told Zeke to stop Eren, so I'm sure that he will appear again. We may even get to see his perspective this chapter. Since his goals now align with the alliances, Levi will have to give up on his promise to kill Zeke. Erwin had to give up on his dream for the greater good, and Levi will have to do the same. Levi has only ever known violence and fighting, so I would love for him to find peace somehow, even if it means coming to terms with not killing Zeke. I believe that the Alliance will finally board the plane this chapter, and I could see everyone getting on the plane, but it might not be necessary for everyone to actually go and talk to Eren. It may just be a tender moment between Armin and Mikasa to talk with him, but I could also see Reiner, Jean, Connie, and Annie there too. Maybe even Levi and Hanji, but that's more of just my own selfish desires. If they aren't going to talk to Eren directly, they'll be on standby preparing to kill him. I think Anyan Capone I'm sorry, I don't think that's correct, but I think he'll have to be there to fly the plane, and I think Azumabito will get off at the port. Now, I say talk with Eren, but I don't really know how this is going to happen. The last image that we actually see of Eren is his severed head asleep in his new Titan form. We've already seen Founder Ymir outside of Paths, so will the Titan's regenerating powers still work if she's not there to rebuild his body? Additionally, the first time Eren transforms, Armin had to snap him out of his illusions by stabbing his body, but Mans doesn't have a body anymore! This leads me to believe that the talk may happen in Paths, but does that mean that Eren would have to be the one to pull them into it? Either way, a talk will happen at some point before the manga's over, but whether it's actually enough to stop Eren, I can't say. I think at this point, there's no redemption for Eren anyways. He knew the cost of saving the people that he loves, and he had made his resolve to carry out his plans. He knew he had to become a monster and has been carrying that guilt ever since he saw the future memories. Eren truly is a fallen angel. I'm not exactly sure what they'll end up doing if they realize that Eren can't be swayed, but it might mean that someone will have to kill him. Imagine how tragic it would be if Mikasa was the one to kill him, the person that she has sworn to protect, the person that she loves. We also still haven't seen the very first manga panel where Mikasa says, "See you later, Eren." This was a future memory, so maybe she says this as she kills him. Or maybe she says this to Eren as he takes Ymir's place in paths, becoming a slave to the Titans and the royal bloodline himself. We don't really know much about the origins of the Titan powers, paths, or the coordinate. We only know what happened once Ymir gained them. We don't know if someone needs to stay there in paths, or if there's a possibility to destroy the Titan powers now that Ymir has been freed. It's also possible that Zeke is stuck there now because that's where we last saw him. If Eren destroys the Titan powers, there would be nothing left that separates Marley blood from Eldian blood. Although I still don't think that would break the cycle of hatred, because old hatred would still exist and become even worse because of the rumbling. Even if Eren succeeds in the rumbling, there will still be fighting amongst the Eldians. There will always be fighting between humans, even if there were only 2 people left in the world. Honestly, I just don't see a world where Eren gets a happy ending, and really, I don't want him to get one either. I think what he ends up doing will in fact create freedom and peace for the people that he loves, but he just won't be a part of it. My hope is that he at least gets a glimpse of the beauty that both Armin and Mikasa have seen in the world, even if it's in his last moments. Anyways, that's that. Comment the strawberry emoji if you have made it this far. Comment your predictions down below, and I will see you guys next time I have the strong urge to talk about something that nobody in my life cares about. Anyways, thanks, bye! I think Onion Capone, Onion Capone, I'm sorry, I don't think that's correct.